like to welcome all of you here, and I hope that you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we're blessed to have you here and look forward to the Christmas holiday. So at this time, we're going to get started. And the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
At this time, if I could have you remain standing, I would like to have a moment of silence for one of our students, a Mahaney girl who passed away this past week. Thank you. You can make me sit.
The next item on the agenda is the student commendations.
We have tonight Miss Lamb's group, and she's got several of these young people that's going to be telling us bye, but we're certainly glad they got to be here, and certainly glad that we were able to help them facilitate themselves into their future life that they would do. And I know all of you young people have had to work under different circumstances, and I hope you the best, and I hope that you really stay on task and use what you've learned and further it out in the future of your lives. Ms. Lamb.
Thank you. Tonight I'm here and I'm excited, and we're celebrating the fact that we finished to begin something anew. We have two teachers, and our two teachers are here, Ms. Kathy Watson and Ms. Mary Tryon. And all I get from the students are complaints about these two. That they, when you come to Piney Woods, you're supposed to just put me on the computer. Well, we're not supposed to write. Well, why are you worrying about compound sentences and parts of speech, and why do I have to learn this in math? I'm never going to use it again. But the students who are here are students, not just those who are graduating in May, but they have actually completed their academic program about 2 weeks ago, as a matter of fact. And they've acquired all of their credits. They've taken care of all of the state requirements. So we're actually looking for enrichment courses for them to take until while they're awaiting graduation. Some of the ones who are not here tonight had to either work or they couldn't make it. There are 13 students who were their credits up or in the accelerated program so that they could graduate. We're proud of the people who are here, and we're most excited about having our parents who are here. So I'm going to tell you who the students are. They just elected not to say anything. Thomas Hickman is here, and these are his parents. Gilberto Acosta is here, and Gilberto has satisfied the requirements to graduate under the recommended program. We have Jadarian, and his mother, Mrs. Acosta, is with him. We have Jadarian Simon, and Jadarian Simon just recently completed all of his requirements, as in before we left for Thanksgiving. His mother, Mrs. Ruth Davis, is with him tonight. And Margarita Gonzalez Torres is here. And Margarita, you know, I can't say enough about her because she, of course, set the tone for stick-to-itiveness. And all of these students stuck with their plans and they worked them out. And yes, they gripe and complain, but now they're all smiles. So we're expecting to be examples for the other students that it does pay off. Margarita is here with her son and her nephew, who last year his mother graduated from our program. Margarita's son is here along with her mother and her sister, and we're going to ask them to stand. The two babies you see here grew up with us because they were so we have a lot to thank Dr. Moore before. This program was actually a dream of his. He saw the need for students to have some other intervention to get a diploma, a Crockett High School diploma. And so they have met all of the state and local requirements, and we're going to have a little ceremony for them later on. But we do wish them well, and we thank you very much for this opportunity, Dr.
Thank you, Ms.
I guess we can get restarted. Back.
That's it.
And he said we might make a note about pictures, taking opportunity. And the next item on the agenda is the public comments. And Gail has let me know that there are no public comments. So we will move on through the agenda to the next item, which is approval of the consent agenda.
Madam President, I would recommend to the board the approval of consent agenda with one amendment that is on the minutes on page 3, on October 29th, where the motion should have been 601 for the extension, as it looked like it was 6-1. That's not a no vote, it was an abstention.
Which item?
Page 3, item 7.
On the ag building.
There was an abstention there. Okay, y'all got that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I would recommend the consent agenda as written, Madam President, at this time with that agenda item corrected, amendment rather.
Madam President, I make a motion that we accept the consent agenda as amended by the superintendent for the minutes, bills, investment report, and budget amendment.
The chair assumes the motion for the adoption of the consent agenda, Dr. Garner, with the correction. And we have a second. Are there any questions? Okay. Are you ready? Well, no. Are all in favor? Please raise your right hand. And the motion passes unanimously. The next item on the agenda is the superintendent's report.
There's 2 or 3 things. Of course, Shaq is going to be noted tonight a little bit. I believe we had it on the agenda. And where we're at, kind of. Anybody got any comments? Yes.
I believe all of you know me. I'm
Miss
Mrs.
Patton. Miss Patton got the floor tonight.
Anyway, if we call it the Shack, if you're not aware of that, it's the School Health Advisory Council. It's required by law. But it's an advisory council concerning health-related matters with the school. By law, it's to be composed of more parents than staff. We're also going to have some high school students and junior high students. The thought is that you're getting input from the community on health-related issues. And it's thought that healthy children will learn better. We have 7 parents on our shack, and we have 3 here tonight. I'll let them introduce themselves. The ones that aren't here is Angela Murphy. She has, I believe, elementary children and junior high. Maisha Marshall has elementary children. Shandora Mullins has elementary children, and Rita Easley, that's not present, and she has an elementary child and a junior high child. Our other 3 members, if I can get them to stand and introduce themselves and tell what their interest is.
Okay, I'm Johnny McKnight. I have 2 high school students, a freshman and a sophomore this year.
Angela Cross, I have a junior high student in the 7th grade, and I'm also juvenile probation officer.
I'm Butch Calvert. I have a boy in the pre-K at the Early Childhood Center.
Thank you. Butch is our chairman this year, and we had our first meeting last month, and I think he had some comments, something that we had come up at the meeting. Okay, thank you.